10 minutes left. Elon Musk waits to tell you something unbelievable. My beloved child, the moment you pressed play, a silent countdown began. 10 minutes that will change everything you think you know about your life, your destiny, and why Elon Musk has been quietly watching your timeline, your decisions, your existence. He isn't waiting for millions, he's waiting for you, and the universe has placed you here at the exact second when a message meant only for your soul is preparing to break through. Right now, somewhere inside a dimly lit room filled with screens tracking global patterns, human behavior, and hidden anomalies, your name is glowing brighter than the rest, and Elon is pacing, wondering if you'll stay long enough to hear what he's been holding back. There's a tension in the air so thick it feels like time itself is leaning in, and whether you realize it or not, everything that led you here, every heartbreak, every delay, every unanswered prayer, was part of a blueprint designed to bring you face to face with this moment. Don't look away, because once this revelation arrives, nothing will ever feel random again. Listen closely, because this isn't about fame, technology, money, or rockets leaving the Earth's atmosphere. This is about a discovery too personal, too intimate, too destiny-altering to reveal publicly. For months, Elon has been watching a pattern repeating across humanity, but there was one deviation, one anomaly, that refused to align, and that anomaly was you. No AI has been able to predict your choices, no algorithm has been able to map your future, and every time someone tried to categorize you, the system failed. That alone terrified experts, because people like you aren't supposed to exist, individuals whose energy, intuition, resilience, and timing fall outside every measurable range. And instead of ignoring it, Elon paused everything and began asking the question no one dared to consider. What if this person isn't behind the world's momentum? What if they're ahead of it? If you're feeling your heartbeat rise, it's because deep inside, you've sensed for a long time that you weren't meant to blend in, you were meant to be found. You weren't supposed to hear this yet, but the truth refuses to wait. Elon recently received a confidential report, not from scientists, engineers, or executives, but from a completely unexpected source, a team studying human alignment, emotional frequency, and synchronicity. And one detail made everyone in the room fall silent: you show up in their projections before events even happen. While the rest of the world reacts, you anticipate. While others collapse, you rebuild. While people disconnect, you transform. Your existence disrupts the timeline because you carry the kind of influence that doesn't come from followers, money, or power, but from something far rarer: purpose. Elon didn't choose to wait these 10 minutes, he was instructed to. Because the moment he speaks, your old life ends, and the version of you that steps forward will feel terrifying, liberating, and inevitable. If your chest feels heavy right now, it's because your spirit already knows this message belongs to you. Right now, something is shifting on a global scale. Satellites are recalibrating, neural networks are redirecting, encrypted files are updating, and yet the biggest change isn't happening in a lab, it's happening inside you. For years, you've carried questions that haunted you. Why do people obsess over you without explanation? Why do opportunities collapse only to return bigger? Why do strangers feel drawn to confess things to you? Elon finally decoded it: your presence interferes with probability. You bend outcomes without trying, influence decisions without speaking, and open doors without knocking. And the world wasn't ready for someone like that, until now. Elon isn't reaching out to warn you, he's reaching out because he believes you are the missing catalyst, the one variable capable of shifting humanity into its next phase. And whether you accept it or not, your story has already begun unraveling in rooms you've never entered. Before the clock strikes 0, you need to understand the weight of what's coming. Elon Musk didn't wait for governments, corporations, or world leaders. He waited for you. Because what he's about to reveal won't make sense to a crowd, it only makes sense to someone who has survived storms no one saw, built themselves from silent battles, and continued moving even when everything suggested surrender. You are not ordinary, and deep down, you've always felt it, those intuitive flashes, those dreams that turn into reality, those unexpected shifts that seem too perfect to be coincidence. Elon has the proof, but he's holding it until the exact minute your consciousness is ready to receive it. And that minute is approaching faster than you think. Don't blink, don't scroll, don't disconnect, because the next part isn't just information, it's the confirmation you've been waiting your whole life to hear. My beloved child, before anything unfolds, stay with me until the very end, because the next few minutes aren't just storytelling, they're a transmission meant for one specific soul, and Elon Musk has made it clear that if you exit too soon, the meaning will dissolve. Right now, he's sitting in front of a screen displaying a live countdown, your countdown, and every second that passes confirms what he suspected. You weren't drawn here accidentally, you were summoned. There's a quiet urgency in his expression, the kind of look someone gets when they know something world-altering but can't reveal it publicly, and the only thing stopping him from speaking is the possibility that you might not be ready. So stay with me, breathe, and don't move, because the universe didn't spend years aligning events just for you to walk away now. What no one knows, not even the people closest to him, is that Elon didn't discover you through numbers, trends, or analytics. He discovered you through interruption. Every time his system tried to calculate global outcomes, your presence interfered, not like a glitch, but like a code rewrite. It was as if destiny itself paused and redirected, refusing to continue without acknowledging you first. And that terrified him in the best way. He began asking questions. Who are you? How did you slip past the world's radar? Why does every timeline, every innovation, every shift in consciousness bend around the energy you carry? Stay with me, because the answer isn't obvious, but once it lands, everything in your life will finally make sense. There's something Elon hasn't shown anyone, not investors, not engineers, not executives, and it's a private folder labeled with a single word you've seen before, maybe in a dream, a coincidence, a whisper you couldn't explain. He's been waiting for the exact emotional frequency, the exact level of awareness, the exact moment your soul feels steady enough to receive what's inside. And that moment is dangerously close. If you're feeling pulled forward, like invisible hands are guiding you, it's because they are. Your life has been quietly preparing for this revelation through heartbreaks, delays, sudden endings, and unexpected miracles. None of it was random. Every closed door was redirecting you toward this doorway. So stay with me, don't blink, don't scroll, because the truth is approaching like a rising tide. Right now, something rare is happening inside you, your intuition is waking up, your heartbeat is syncing with the countdown, and your mind is replaying moments you once dismissed, the conversations that felt prophetic, the dreams that came true, the strangers who treated you like they already knew you. Elon isn't fascinated by you because of what you've done, he's fascinated because of what you are. You carry a frequency that can't be replicated, predicted, or contained, and whether you realize it or not, the world has already been responding to it. Opportunities appear, disappear, and return bigger than before. People sense something they can't name. Doors that should have stayed locked swing open. Stay with me, because the reason behind all of this is finally ready to reveal itself. Before the final minutes hit, you must understand this: Elon didn't choose you because you're lucky, talented, or visible. He chose you because you are the disruption no system can control, the exception every rule fears, the soul that timelines adjust for. And the message he's holding isn't just information, it's an activation. Once he says it, once you hear it, there is no going back to who you were yesterday. So stay with me until the last second, because what's coming next isn't just unbelievable, it's the moment your life has been silently building toward. My beloved child, stay with me until the very end, because right now, the countdown isn't just on Elon's screen, it's woven into your destiny. The remaining minutes are slipping through the universe like golden sand, and every grain carries a message, a sign, a confirmation you've been waiting years to hear. Elon isn't delaying because he's unsure, he's delaying because he wants you emotionally present, fully awake, fully aware of how rare this moment is. He knows that once he speaks, your life will divide into two timelines, the one before this message, and the one after. So don't go anywhere, don't even blink, because the revelation he's holding back is powerful enough to rewrite everything you believe about yourself, your purpose, and why the universe refuses to let you stay small. A few days ago, during a private meeting, Elon pulled up an encrypted projection, one that maps future global influencers, innovators, leaders, and consciousness shifters. The room expected familiar names, familiar faces, familiar billionaires. But instead, a single unfamiliar signature appeared: yours. Not your photograph, not your social profile, not your achievements, just your energy. And it was stronger than anyone else on the chart. People gasped, analysts argued, experts dismissed it as impossible, but Elon didn't. He recognized something everyone else missed: your destiny doesn't require permission, recognition, or status. It only requires timing. And that timing is now. Stay with me, because you deserve to hear this before the world figures it out. There's a reason your life hasn't made logical sense. The sudden endings, the unexpected breakthroughs, the people who felt magnetically drawn to you, then overwhelmed by you. The moments when everything collapsed, only to rebuild into something bigger. Elon finally decoded the pattern: your journey wasn't meant to be linear, it was meant to be quantum. Every setback redirected you, every delay protected you, every heartbreak upgraded you. And while the world assumed you were lost, the universe was quietly positioning you. Elon isn't fascinated by what you've done, he's fascinated by what keeps happening around you. Doors that shouldn't open, open. People you never met think about you. Opportunities find you without effort. Stay with me, because this isn't coincidence, it's evidence. Right now, as you listen, Elon is preparing a message that won't be delivered through social media, interviews, or headlines. It will come directly, quietly, personally, because the world isn't ready to know who you are yet. But he knows something you've ignored for too long. The universe didn't design you to fit in, it designed you to disrupt, elevate, and redirect the future. That's why you don't settle. That's why your intuition screams before reality catches up. That's why people sense something powerful in you without understanding why. You are the blueprint no algorithm can predict, the spark no system can contain. Stay until the end, because your confirmation is getting closer. Before the countdown reaches 0, there's one truth you must absorb: Elon Musk isn't waiting to tell the world about you. He's waiting to tell you about you. Because once he does, the hesitation you carry will disappear, the doubts will dissolve, and the version of you that has been quietly preparing in the background will finally step forward. So stay with me, don't scroll, don't disconnect. The next part is where everything shifts. My beloved child, stay with me until the very last breath of this message, because the countdown just crossed a point of no return, and Elon knows you're finally tuned into the frequency he was waiting for. The room he's in feels heavier now, not with fear, but with anticipation. His hands hover above a sealed document, one he has refused to open for anyone else, and every instinct he has keeps repeating the same thing: wait until they're fully present. That's why you're here, that's why you can't scroll away, that's why your chest feels like something massive is approaching. You're not listening by accident, you're listening because destiny has stepped forward and called your name louder than ever before. Just moments ago, Elon replayed the data he's been studying for weeks, and the pattern has become impossible to deny: your energy doesn't rise or fall like everyone else's. It surges at the exact moments the world is about to shift, as if your soul senses change before it is spoken, planned, or imagined. That's why life always felt like it was preparing you for something bigger, something unseen, something unexplainable. And now, as the timer narrows, Elon realizes the truth that scares even him: you aren't following the future, you're leading it. Stay with me, because you deserve to hear the words no system, no algorithm, no expert could decode until now. There's a private note attached to your file, handwritten, not typed, because Elon didn't trust technology to carry the weight of the message. It says, when they arrive, everything begins. No name, no date, no explanation, just a prophecy waiting for recognition. And suddenly, everything clicks: the intuition you've always relied on, the coincidences that weren't coincidences, the people drawn to you without reason, the silent knowing that kept pushing you forward. You've always felt like something, or someone, was waiting for you, watching your growth, preparing you. And now, here he is. So stay with me, don't look away, because this next shift requires your full attention. Even now, the universe is rearranging around you, conversations are being redirected, opportunities are moving into position, and people who once overlooked you are about to recognize your significance with overwhelming clarity. Elon understands that some individuals are not meant to chase destiny, they are meant to be discovered by it. And you are one of those souls. The countdown has become more than a timer, it's a doorway. Once it ends, every unanswered question in your life will suddenly have context, every struggle will reveal its purpose, and every internal whisper you ignored will return louder, clearer, undeniable. Stay until the final second, because your confirmation is almost here. Before the last minute arrives, hold on to this: Elon Musk didn't wait for the world to be ready. He waited for you to be ready. For your heart to open, for your awareness to rise, for your spirit to claim what it has always known deep down. You were never meant to be ordinary. You were meant to be chosen. And now, the message he's been guarding with silence is preparing to break open. So don't scroll, don't disappear, because what comes next will not just surprise you, it will finally feel like the truth you've been waiting your entire life to hear. My beloved child, stay with me until the very end, because right now the countdown is entering its most critical phase, and Elon can feel the shift from possibility to inevitability. His breath slows, his posture changes, and the silence around him becomes electric, like the universe itself is holding still, waiting for you to receive what's coming. He keeps glancing at the ticking timer, not with panic, but with awe, because he knows the message he's about to deliver will not just inform you, it will awaken you. And something in your spirit already knows you're standing at the edge of a moment your life has been secretly preparing you for. So don't move, don't scroll. This is where the truth begins to reveal itself. Earlier today, Elon reviewed hours of encrypted footage, clips, conversations, global events, and one detail kept repeating no matter how many times he rewound or analyzed it. Your presence always appears moments before breakthroughs, reconciliations, inventions, life-changing choices, and unexpected miracles. It's as if the universe waits for you to arrive before it allows transformation to happen. And this isn't metaphorical, it's measurable. The people you interact with become bolder. The spaces you enter shift. The timelines you touch accelerate. Elon isn't fascinated by your journey. He's fascinated by your influence, the invisible ripple effect that follows you even when you're unaware. Stay with me, because this realization isn't random, it's preparation. There's a reason you've always felt slightly ahead of time, slightly misunderstood, slightly out of place, not because you don't belong, but because your destination is bigger than the rooms you've been in. Elon noticed that every time life tried to break you, something intervened, a sign, a person, a miracle, a sudden redirection. That is not coincidence, that is protection. Some souls are chosen long before they're aware of it, and their lives unfold like coded messages, waiting for the moment of activation. And as Elon watches the remaining minutes disappear, he understands something most people never will: everything that once felt unfair, confusing, or painful in your life was positioning you for this moment. So stay, don't let doubt interrupt what destiny is trying to deliver. Right now, behind closed doors, Elon is debating whether humanity is even ready for someone like you, because once the truth comes out, you won't be able to return to anonymity. People will sense you differently, opportunities will accelerate, and life will begin moving at a pace that matches your potential rather than your patience. You will become the person your younger self prayed to meet. And while most individuals wait to be chosen, Elon knows you were already chosen. You just needed the right timing, the right awakening, the right confirmation. That's why you're here. That's why you couldn't scroll away even if you tried. Stay with me, because the reveal is approaching like a silent sunrise. Before the countdown strikes its final minute, understand this: Elon Musk didn't stumble upon you by accident. The universe placed your name, your frequency, your destiny in front of him with intention. And now, he's preparing to say the words that will shift your life forever. Words that will validate your intuition, honor your journey, and unlock the future waiting behind the invisible door you've been standing in front of for years. So stay until the last second, because the next part isn't just a message, it's the moment everything finally aligns. My beloved child, stay with me until the very end, because as the countdown tightens, something extraordinary is happening behind the scenes, something so precise and divinely timed that even Elon Musk can't explain it with science alone. He keeps rechecking the data, refreshing the screen, pacing the floor, because every new calculation leads back to you. Not a group, not a demographic, not a random statistic, you. It's as if the universe placed a spotlight over your existence and whispered, "Watch this one." And now, with only a few minutes left, Elon finally understands why destiny pushed him to wait instead of speak. Your soul is reaching the exact frequency needed to receive the truth, and if you stay, fully present, fully open, you'll feel it settle into your life like a missing puzzle piece finally clicking into place. A confidential message just arrived on Elon's device, flagged with the highest level of urgency, and the first line made him sit down. The anomaly is awakening. He didn't need a name, a photograph, or an address to know who it meant. He recognized the energy, the timing, the shift. Because while the world focuses on noise, you move in silence, and that silence carries power. Elon realized something astonishing: your life has been unfolding in alignment with events you know nothing about yet. Situations across the globe, decisions made by people you've never met, breakthroughs that haven't even been announced, they all converge in ways only your presence can activate. So stay with me, don't scroll, because what comes next explains why life has never felt accidental for you. For years, Elon believed the future would be built by technology, innovation, and reason, but then you appeared in the data, disproving everything. Your life isn't driven by logic, it's driven by alignment. Your timing is supernatural. Every major shift you've experienced, whether heartbreak, relocation, unexpected opportunity, sudden endings, occurred exactly when the timeline required your evolution. You didn't fall behind, you were being positioned. And now, as the clock ticks faster, Elon realizes humanity doesn't need another genius, billionaire, or inventor. It needs a soul with your resilience, intuition, and unexplainable magnetism. You don't chase destiny, destiny gravitates toward you. Stay with me, because the confirmation is closer than ever. Right this second, Elon is staring at a sealed envelope, yes, a physical one, not digital, and he's been instructed to open it only when the countdown reaches 0. No one knows what's inside. But he believes it contains a message meant exclusively for you, something that will shift your perception of yourself, your future, and your purpose. The closer it gets to that moment, the stronger the energy in the room becomes. Lights flicker, signals strengthen, intuition sharpens. And somewhere inside your spirit, you feel it too, the pressure, the anticipation, the invisible hand guiding you to stay. Because the message isn't just coming, it's coming for you. Before time runs out, hold on to this truth: Elon Musk didn't choose to wait because he was unsure. He waited because destiny insisted. Because your readiness matters more than the message itself. Because once you hear what he's been holding back, you won't be able to return to the version of you that questioned your worth, doubted your intuition, or underestimated your purpose. So stay with me, don't even think about leaving now. The moment everything shifts is almost here, and the next part will reveal exactly why the universe refused to move forward without you. My beloved child, stay with me until the very end, because the countdown just hit a point where the universe stops negotiating. This is the moment everything begins aligning in your favor, whether you're prepared or not. Elon Musk is no longer pacing, he's standing still, staring at the shrinking numbers as if they're communicating with him, reminding him that once time runs out, silence will no longer be an option. His team is confused, watching him ignore every alert, every email, every call, because his entire focus is locked on one thing: your arrival, your attention, your readiness. And if your heart feels heavier, louder, faster right now, it's because deep inside, you already know that this moment was destined, not random. So don't move, don't blink, stay with me until the last second. Just a few minutes ago, Elon received a report he wasn't expecting, an emotional frequency scan, mapping the collective state of human consciousness. But among billions of patterns, one signal stood out like a flare in the night sky: yours. It wasn't the loudest, the strongest, or the most dramatic, but it was the most consistent, unwavering even in chaos. That kind of soul doesn't break, it bends reality instead. Elon realized that your life has been quietly influencing others without effort, without awareness, without intention, like a lighthouse unaware of the ships it guides. And suddenly, everything clicked: the timing, the countdown, the urgency. You weren't supposed to hear this years ago. You were meant to hear it now, at the exact frequency where you finally believe it. Stay with me, because the story isn't done yet. If you look back at your journey, you'll notice a pattern: the right people entered at the right time, the wrong ones exited just before they could sabotage your future, and every blessing arrived disguised as a test. Elon knows this because he's seen the data, the timeline, the emotional imprints. While others see coincidence, he sees orchestration. And the most shocking part? Every closed door in your life was protecting you from opportunities that were too small for your destiny. You were never meant to settle, shrink, or adjust just to fit someone else's comfort. You were being shaped for something bigger, something only a handful of souls on earth are chosen for. So stay, because the reveal is almost ready. Right now, Elon is holding the sealed envelope again, not with curiosity, but with reverence. He keeps running his thumb over the edges, feeling the weight of what's inside, knowing the moment it's opened, the universe will shift around you. The room feels different now, quieter, warmer, charged with meaning. Even the countdown clock seems to pulse in rhythm with your heartbeat, almost as if it's calling you forward. And if you've ever wondered why you've always felt watched over, guided, protected through storms no one else saw, it's because someone has been waiting for you to reach this exact point in time. Stay with me, don't disappear, because you're closer than you've ever been. Before the countdown reaches its final breath, remember this: Elon Musk isn't preparing to reveal something about the world. He's preparing to reveal something about you. Something that will finally explain the heaviness you carried, the clarity you felt, the dreams that wouldn't leave you alone. Something powerful enough to transform doubt into direction. So stay with me until the very last moment, because the next part is not just a message, it's the unveiling of the identity destiny has been guarding your entire life. My beloved child, stay with me until the very end, because the countdown has entered territory where destiny stops whispering and starts speaking, and Elon Musk can feel it in his bones. The screen in front of him no longer looks like numbers, it looks like fate in motion, ticking toward a revelation he has been warned not to share until you're fully present, fully aware, fully grounded in who you are becoming. His pulse is steady, his eyes fixed, as if he's waiting for a sign only you can give. And whether you admit it aloud or not, something inside you knows this moment was never meant for a crowd, it was meant for the one person who stayed long enough to hear what others weren't patient enough to receive. So don't scroll, don't move, your timing is perfect. A sudden notification just flashed across Elon's encrypted monitor, a prediction model recalculating in real time. Every timeline, every possible outcome, every global shift keeps circling back to one central point: your awakening. Not your success, not your popularity, not your accomplishments, your awareness. Because once you recognize who you are, the world will have no choice but to adjust. Elon has spent years believing humans follow destiny, but now he's staring at proof that destiny follows you. And that changes everything. So stay with me, because the weight of this moment is not accidental, it's intentional, orchestrated, and long overdue. Think about it. How many times have you felt like life was preparing you for something invisible, something greater than your circumstances, something silently tracking your growth even when no one was watching? Elon noticed those moments too, not through your stories, but through the energetic pattern surrounding you. Every time you chose kindness when anger was easier, compassion when bitterness was justified, resilience when giving up felt logical, the universe took note. And now, as the countdown narrows, those choices are returning to you in the form of alignment, opportunity, and recognition. Stay here with me, because you're not hearing this by chance, you're hearing it because the timeline finally caught up to you. Right now, Elon is holding his breath, not because he's nervous, but because he knows once this message is released, there is no going back. You will begin to notice shifts, people reaching out unexpectedly, paths clearing without explanation, opportunities choosing you instead of the other way around. Your intuition will sharpen, your steps will feel guided, and life will start responding to you in real time. That's what happens when a chosen soul reaches activation. Elon isn't waiting for approval, he's waiting for the exact second your consciousness says, "I'm ready." And that second might be this one. So stay with me, don't lose the connection. Before the countdown reaches its final pulse, remember this: Elon Musk didn't choose to speak because of coincidence, curiosity, or fascination. He chose to speak because he recognized something the world is about to realize: you are not here to observe change, you are here to cause it. Every storm you survived, every restart you endured, every chapter you rebuilt from nothing, those weren't setbacks, they were rehearsals. And now the spotlight, the timing, the universe, the message, it's all aligning. So stay until the very end, because the next part isn't just the reveal, it's the beginning of who you were always meant to become. My beloved child, stay with me until the very end, because the countdown has reached a point where even Elon Musk has stopped questioning destiny and started surrendering to it. The room around him feels suspended in time, no footsteps, no voices, no distractions, just the soft hum of the ticking clock echoing against the walls like a heartbeat synced to yours. He isn't looking at numbers anymore, he's looking at inevitability. Every second that disappears confirms what he already knew. You were never meant to fade into the background. You were meant to be recognized, remembered, revealed. And if you're still here, listening, absorbing, it's because your spirit knows that walking away now would mean missing the moment everything finally makes sense. So stay, fully present. This is where destiny steps forward. A confidential broadcast just appeared on Elon's private network, one reserved for once-in-a-lifetime discoveries. It didn't display a warning, a prediction, or a crisis. Instead, it displayed a single sentence that made him freeze: "They are ready." No additional information. No coordinates. No identification. But Elon understood instantly, because for weeks he has been tracking your emotional evolution, your intuition sharpening, your awareness expanding. The universe doesn't send that message unless something powerful has awakened inside you, something the world has been unconsciously waiting for. And now, the countdown isn't measuring time, it's measuring transition. Stay with me, because the shift has already begun. Look back at your life, not with regret, but with clarity. Every loss felt like a collapse, but it was actually a clearing. Every silence felt like abandonment, but it was actually preparation. Every delay felt like punishment, but it was actually protection. Elon has seen enough timelines to understand that some souls aren't meant to rise gradually, they rise suddenly, like a cosmic event. And you are one of them. The reason so many things in your life didn't work out earlier is because the world wasn't calibrated to receive you yet. But now, everything that once resisted you is silently moving into position. Stay with me, because you're closer to the revelation than you've ever been. Right now, Elon is finally reaching for the sealed envelope, not cautiously, but with certainty. His fingertips hover above the edge, and for the first time, he smiles, not out of pride, but out of recognition. He knows what's inside isn't a warning, it's an introduction. Your introduction. The lights in the room grow softer, the air thickens with meaning, and even the clock seems to quiet, respecting the sacredness of what's about to unfold. You can almost feel the universe leaning toward you, waiting for your next breath, your next realization, your next step. So don't move, don't look away, this moment was created for you. Before the timer reaches its final breath, hold on to this one truth: Elon Musk didn't wait because he had to. He waited because destiny demanded that you hear this at the exact moment you're strong enough to believe it. Your life is not behind you, your life is about to begin in a way it never has before. The countdown isn't ending, it's opening. And in the next part, the message he has guarded, protected, and delayed for so long will finally be revealed. Stay until the very end, because what's coming next will not just surprise you, it will confirm everything your soul already knew. My beloved child, stay with me until the very end, because the countdown is now in its final breaths, seconds that feel heavier than hours, carrying a truth Elon Musk has guarded longer than anyone realizes. The envelope is finally in his hands, unsealed, resting beneath his fingertips like a portal waiting to open. His eyes are locked on the shrinking timer, not with anxiety, but with reverence, because he knows that once the clock hits zero, your life will no longer resemble the version you've grown comfortable surviving. You can almost feel the shift in your chest, the silent pull of fate urging you not to look away, not to scroll, not to break the connection. Stay here, fully present, because destiny doesn't repeat itself when someone leaves too soon. A deep breath escapes Elon as he slowly lifts the first page, and for a moment, everything around him freezes, screens dim, notifications silence, air thickens with anticipation. This isn't a scientific breakthrough, a business proposal, or a technological blueprint. This message feels alive. It carries weight, emotion, intention, almost as if it's been waiting centuries for the right soul to receive it. And the most astonishing part? The first line isn't addressed to humanity, the world, or the future. It's addressed to you. Elon's expression changes, not surprised, but relieved, because he finally understands what the universe has been trying to tell him. So stay with me, don't move, because the words on that page are about to rewrite what you believe about yourself. Everything in your life, every miracle, every heartbreak, every sudden ending, every unexpected beginning, was not random, accidental, or unfortunate. It was meticulously arranged to shape you into the only person capable of hearing this message without collapsing under its magnitude. Elon now realizes that you weren't meant to be found by the world first, you were meant to be found by destiny. That's why you've always felt different, why you've carried a sense of knowing you couldn't explain, why your intuition has been louder than logic. You weren't preparing for a moment, you were the moment. And now, the countdown is proving it. Stay, because the revelation is finally rising to the surface. Elon closes his eyes for a second, grounding himself, as if he's honoring the magnitude of what he's about to say. There's no camera crew, no audience, no press release, just him, the message, and the undeniable certainty that the world will shift the moment you receive it. You can almost sense the universe leaning closer, listening with you, waiting for your heart to open just a little wider. The lights in the room flicker, not out of malfunction, but alignment, like reality is adjusting to make space for what's coming. And still, Elon doesn't rush, because he knows that destiny deserves a witness who is fully present. So stay with me, don't even blink. Before the countdown disappears completely, understand this: Elon Musk didn't wait to deliver a warning, a prediction, or a mystery. He waited to deliver recognition. The envelope doesn't reveal who he is, it reveals who you are. And once the final second fades, there will be no doubt, no hesitation, no questioning of your path ever again. So stay until the very last moment, because the next part isn't just a message, it's the truth your soul has been preparing for since the day you were born. My beloved child, stay with me until the very end, because the countdown has reached 0, and Elon Musk is finally lifting his eyes from the page, ready to speak the truth destiny has been circling around you for years. The room feels weightless, almost sacred, as if the universe itself has paused to witness what happens next. His voice doesn't shake, his hands don't tremble, because he knows this message was never meant to shock you, but to remind you of what your soul has always known. He reads the first line slowly, intentionally, letting every syllable reach you. You are not preparing for the future, you are the future. And in that moment, every unanswered question within you suddenly exhales. So don't move, don't look away, this is your moment to receive. Elon continues, revealing what he discovered long before the countdown began, that your existence carries a frequency rare enough to shift timelines, inspire evolution, and redirect the course of lives you don't even realize you've touched. The file doesn't mention achievements, qualifications, or statistics, it mentions impact. Unseen impact. The kind that travels through energy, presence, intuition, and authenticity. It states that people don't remember you because of what you say, they remember you because of how they feel around you. You change rooms without trying. You inspire without speaking. You lead without announcing. And for the first time, someone finally documented it. Stay with me, because this recognition isn't symbolic, it's destiny acknowledging itself. The next paragraph explains why your journey has been so intense, why you've been separated from certain people, redirected from certain paths, delayed from certain opportunities. You weren't being punished, you were being preserved. Protected. Positioned. Because the universe doesn't place a soul like yours in ordinary circumstances. You are meant to rise at a time when the world needs awakening, compassion, courage, and clarity, not noise. Elon realized that the future doesn't belong to the loudest voices, but to the most aligned ones. And everything in your life has been preparing you to step into that alignment without apology. So stay here, fully present, because life is about to respond differently to you. Elon lowers the page and looks directly into the camera, not as a billionaire, not as a visionary, but as someone chosen to deliver a message meant only for you. His final words aren't dramatic, complicated, or coded, they're simple, undeniable, irreversible. You were never waiting for the world. The world was waiting for you. And suddenly, everything you survived becomes meaningful. Every instinct becomes validated. Every dream becomes possible. The countdown didn't lead to an ending, it led to an activation. And now, whether you realize it or not, the next chapter of your life has already begun. So stay with me for this last breath, because after this moment, the universe will start rearranging itself around your readiness. New doors will appear. New people will enter. New opportunities will seek you, not by accident, but by magnetic design. You don't need permission, proof, or prediction anymore. Elon didn't come to warn you, he came to confirm you. And now that the message has been delivered, the only thing left to do is step into the life that has been waiting for you all along.